Hey guys, it's Elaine, and it is Friday the 10th of September, about 2:20 something in the afternoon, and I haven't heard anything yet, so I don't have anything in regards to where my standing is to update you. But I will tell you that we finally found out what was going on. In case I didn't say it last time, they're having issues. The last, this summer has been July was not only one of the hottest months on record, but here in Chicago, especially when you're about 5 miles or so from the lake or even less, it's exceptionally humid along with all that heat, which makes for dangerous working conditions, which means they only just recently got all the grass seed laid on the lawn, and they are now beginning to work on the sidewalk, which is opposite the area that the artwork is going to go on. But I guess they want to get all of that stuff done before they get around to, deciding whose work is going to go on the fence and when it's actually going to go up. But I guess they can't put the fence up because the fence is going to go around that area. But the only area they're putting artwork on is the side that's actually on Garfield Boulevard, as opposed to anywhere else. But they have other work that was scheduled to have been done a month ago, and unfortunately, because of the weather, was not. And so they are seriously delayed. So as of this date, I don't know. I don't know what will happen as opposed to when this video is posted. The first of these videos, and there's going to be about 3, maybe 4, is going to happen on Friday the 10th, the day I'm getting the final edit on this done. And then this video, of course, will come a week or so after that. And then the next video, I'm planning 3, but I might do 4. And that's because, if you notice, we've jumped ahead in time with these videos from when the last one will have been shown. And that's because this is basically chronicling about 2.5 weeks of work, actual artwork being done. And all the video footage, depending on what happened on a particular day, is anywhere between 30 to 2 hours long, and there's about 20 video files just for this project. So that is a lot of going through and having to go through and figure out, okay, I'll do these for this one, and this one I'm going to jump ahead there and do this one because these 2 are short. And that's another thing. When you've got hours and hours of video footage, trying to figure out, not just cut out like mistakes and stuff, or the thing that if I can catch it when I'm working, Clip Studio Paint has this thing that pops up anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes, saying, hey, we're updating. This is us auto updating as you go along. And that can take a few minutes, especially since I am working at 1200 DPI. And I am going to apologize because the work itself is at 1200 DPI that I'm actively working on the project within Clip Studio Paint. It seems to have affected the playback of this video, in where, while the work itself is clear enough, all of the text and whatnot is very blurry. And I tried using a feature that Corel said would work, where I could enlarge the actual working space and then crop out anything that wasn't actual artwork, and that didn't work. And I don't know if it's because I suck at editing, which I will admit I do, or that Corel just doesn't, Corel is being wonky because I'm using 2018 and they want me to buy 2021. I'm not sure, and so I am not publicly going to level any accusations. Cough, Corella shit sometimes, cough. But, it is what it is. But to quote a few other people, sometimes trying to get things perfect isn't as valuable as trying to get things done. I have gone dang near a year now without having produced anything to show, any content to show anyone. I've got script pages done that I have to start typing, and I still have the third act of the And the Coming of Nighttime script to finish, so I can then go back to the graphic novel and decide whether or not to do it all as a huge, big book, which will cost a lot of money, which makes it prohibitive, which is why I was originally setting out to do a 2-book thing, because that way I could keep the price down. Because I am self-publishing this through Amazon, because my days of, it's hard enough when you're in the film, when you're trying to get in the film game, to pitch people whose attitude is to say no. And you're trying to get them to say yes. And they've gone in it with the attitude of saying no. Hollywood likes to play it safe. That's why Black Widow, which should have been made right after Black Panther, didn't get made until after Endgame. Because, they even though Wonder Woman had shown you can have a female superhero and make a lot of money, Marvel was still, well, not so much Marvel, but Disney. Because Disney, ultimately gets to say yay or nay, and what does and doesn't happen. And so, but when you're dealing with people who are more concerned about what was big yesterday as opposed to what's going to work tomorrow, it's hard. And when you're a person of color and a woman especially, it's even harder. And that gets exhausting enough. And then to have to go in the publishing side, because a lot of agents and reps who deal with screenwriters don't deal with publishers. They may help you negotiate a contract where you get to keep your publishing rights, and then you have to find an agent for that, or they may help you find an agent for that. And then you have to go chasing after publishers. It gets to be a lot of running around and a lot of begging, please, 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 and let me entertain you. And then not getting anywhere, where in the meantime, Sharknado, whatever, or, and understand, I love me some Betty White, and I love that first Lake Placid. She and her little alligator pal fucking kicked ass. They were great, and I love that movie. But, we're now on the, 4th or 5th? Lake Placid, and they're getting more and more ridiculous, and the alligator is just more and more ridiculous looking. And we're on, Sharknado did 5, and then, Ian Riesling went on a drunken bender in a weekend and came back and pitched an idea for a zombie tsunami and got that shit made. Well, really talented writers are getting nowhere. And there's that point of you get to the point of saying, okay, fine, screw it. I am tired of begging. I am tired of pleading. I'm tired of trying to figure out how to talk about something I'm passionate about. And yet, you're looking at me like I'm the angry black woman because this is something I have a passion for. There comes a time when you're like, okay, you know what? I'll go find other ways to do what I'm going to do. And, if you come looking for me, fine. But, I'm not going to chase you down as much. You don't make as much money, but then you're also not dealing with that constant sense of rejection. Because believe me, when you're sitting face to face and you're pitching your heart out and that person looks at it, you're like, yeah, thanks. it was nice meeting you, and that's an interesting idea, but we're not going to go that direction. Bye. It's personal. It is personal. Yeah, so I know I spent last year doing a pitching competition. Believe me, that shit was personal. Anyway, enough about that. Talking about the future and the present, I am going to do at least one more of these videos, and then I am going to do, as I'm working on And the Coming of Nighttime, I also am finally busting out ideas for the projects that are going to follow it. One is a collection of illustrated short stories and short comics called Monstrous that I'm kind of working out ideas for. And another is a two-part situation. Yes, there is a film script because I like to write my long form stuff in screenplay format. It's easier for me to get that blocking of dialogue and action out, and then deciding, okay, does this need to be a straight out book, or am I going to do something else with it? And I have a two-part project called Heir Apparent / Chronicle that I've decided I'm going to probably do as another graphic novel and or a motion comic. So, and as I get more into working out the concept art and stuff, that'll make it clear to me where I want to go. And so what you're going to be seeing in the next few months will be artwork from the graphic novel. Sorry about that. That COVID cough just will not go away, y'all. If you get vaccinated. I had a girlfriend who was very lazy and didn't get vaccinated, and she's been in the hospital 2 months now. I have people that I've known who are close to my family who are dead because, they took their time. So, or they couldn't for whatever reason, or wouldn't. So yeah, if you can, go do it. Don't waste any more time. Go do it. Babies are now going into the hospital, and children will start dying. We need to realize it isn't just about you or me. It's about everyone we come in contact with. And that's what the vaccine is also. It's not a cure. It's to make sure that if you get sick, you don't get as sick. And therefore, you don't need as much hospitalization, okay? And it also, along with wearing a mask, makes it a lot harder for you to infect a lot of other people. But that's all I'm going to say on that right now, because that would take up like 3 videos. But anyway, as I was saying, right now I'm working on And the Coming of Nighttime. Like I said, I'm working on a screenplay. I've got 1 act to go, and then it can get typed up and sit down with the beta readers, decide what works, what doesn't, and then go back to working on the graphic novel, and then of course Monstrous and Chronicles and Heir Apparent. And this is basically how I work. I got one main thing that I'm focused on, and then as I get more and more of that out of my brain, then other things start going, oh, well, you were thinking about this, and I'll go to sleep and I'll suddenly see concept art for armor, or I'll start thinking about what landscapes look like and whatnot. And so that's how part of my process is. That's my insanity. But I'm happy that has come back, because for a long time I felt like I was struggling, and that made me really sad. And now I kind of feel that I'm getting slowly back into that. Ooh, yeah, and that's an idea, and that's an idea, and this will work, and ooh, I think of that. So I'm really happy about that. And I've run my mouth for over 14 minutes. So I'm going to find a nice piece of art. I'm going to find a nice piece of music. Yeah, I'm tired today. One of the things I've gotten from COVID is I get these attacks of what feel like narcolepsy. I have days where, nothing will get me up and moving very fast. And today is one of those days. The only reason I'm actually doing this is because I had some chai latte today, which has woke me up enough to try and get this done. But as I said, I am going to sign off. I am going to put some music on to finish this out. I hope you have a great day. If you watch this video, like it. You want to subscribe. Check out my other stuff. And The Enslaved by Elaine Haygood can be found at Amazon. That's all you do. Put in The Enslaved by Elaine Haygood, and it will pop up. You can find it on paperback, ebook, and it is on Kindle Unlimited. There is no audiobook for it as of this moment. Sales pick up, I'll think about it. But right now, we're sticking with that anyway. Take care out there, you guys. Be safe. Treat yourselves and others with kindness, And let's see if we can survive up to see what this reset's going to be. Okay. Bye, y'all.
as ever.